Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy TrapGoku coming at you with another live commentary. And yeah, it's Wednesday morning and I'm feeling good, feeling great, having a beautiful day. I hope you guys are having a great day too. And I have a really exciting video to get into, you guys. So without any ado, let's get into it. So one of the biggest things I've been noticing lately for the past month and some change is, once again, probably one of the biggest and ongoing problems that I've seen in YouTube and across many other platforms pretty much since the internet's inception and since my time on the internet, is the popular battle with DMCAs, baby. That's right, if you don't know, a DMCA is basically copyright strikes, copyright laws, and copyright violations that content creators and streamers have been, constantly going up against and getting strikes and could possibly get their channels taken down. And today I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into that because honestly, I'm getting annoyed by both YouTube's response and both streamers and content creators' responses to what has been going on with this DMCA copyright situation. But before we get into that, let's truly understand what the DMCA is. So the DMCA was a law that was signed in by Clinton in 1988 or whatever. I think it was 1998. I might be wrong about that. Hang on, let me make sure I am quoting that correctly. But yes, it was signed into law on October 28th, 1998. Basically, it was to protect the newly and booming internet at the time. You guys know the internet was at that time was taking its first baby steps, connecting people online, allowing people to upload content. So because of this, a law needed to be created to protect people's copyrights in the digital world, hence the DMCA being created, or the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. And what this did was it limited and or pretty much protected anyone from uploading content that didn't belong to them or they didn't uphold the licenses for. So say, for example, I was Sony and someone decided to upload a full version of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man onto the internet. Under the DMCA law, that would be completely illegal, and the person who did this, or the perpetrator in this situation, would be liable for any damages if they refuse to remove the content and or not cooperate with Sony in regards to how they wanted the content to be funneled out. So yeah, it creates a really big issue for a lot of people. As as the internet has evolved and gone through multiple stages, so has the DMCA laws and a company's ability to influence certain aspects of this law. And I think lately it's come to a head because it's been really strange. Streamers' response to the DMCAs is because, you guys know, on YouTube about a couple years ago, due to a big lawsuit that occurred between YouTube and Viacom. If you guys don't know, Viacom are the guys who own I think Paramount, Nickelodeon, all that good stuff. They actually sued YouTube because in YouTube's early years, back in 2005, 2007, they used to upload a lot of copyrighted content. I know I personally partook of it, as I used to watch a lot of my anime on YouTube, like Bleach, Naruto, Soul Eater, because people would upload the full episodes into 3 parts, so it would make it very easy to watch. Because like I said, there wasn't no Crunchyroll or no dedicated streaming services to view these view the content of these animes legally. So that was our best way. And you can see a lot of full movies. I remember at one point Good Burger, the Rocket Power movie, all the rugged, it was tons of movies on YouTube for free that you can watch in full. However, a lot of this slowed down a lot back in 2014 because that's when YouTube rolled out the DMCA system. So now what this would do is it would literally scan your video and it would detect if any of the content was copywritten. And what would end up happening is your channel would the video would either go down and you would receive a strike, or you would just receive a strike and the video would be gone and your channel would be in trouble. And you guys know, if you receive 3 strikes on YouTube, your channel's pretty much gone. And the DMCA issue, it's been pretty blown out of proportion, because YouTube and a lot of other sites use a very archaic system. Because for legal reasons, YouTube just doesn't have the money to take on every DMCA case. If that was the case, then they'd be fighting thousands of them on behalf of streamers for the year. So YouTube tries to stay as disinvolved as possible because, like I said, they just don't have the money to, properly help these people, because at the end of the day, the issue is with the streamer or the content creator and the company. YouTube is just going to be like, hey guys, we're only doing what we can do, or Twitch is going to be like, we're only doing what we can do. But the response that I've been seeing, and this is kind of like one of the bigger problems that I feel like should have been nipped in the bud, is having a better system of where streamers and content creators can kind of like work together to kind of like remove, because sometimes like YouTube, I remember at the beginning, a lot of times YouTube wouldn't even tell you what the actual occurrence in the video was. So say for example, you got a strike on a video, no one would actually know where the strike occurred, and it could be minor stuff. Like I remember one time on an older channel, I got a strike for a Kingdom Hearts video because I didn't know at the time there was an extensive, copyright claim on the Kingdom Hearts music. Because of this, I let like 3 seconds of the intro play, and I got a strike for that, guys. Like literally the opening melody for like 3 seconds of Kingdom Hearts played, and I got a strike for that. And yeah, it's just archaic because it was a completely transformative video. It was literally me streaming the game. You feel me? So it's just it was a really weird situation, really weird occurrence. And there have been streamers who have made completely transformative content, and because of how the copyright system is set up and it caters to those laws, they've been completely like shafted and taken advantage of. For example, there was back in the day, I don't know if you guys remember the Abridged team, like Little Karibo and Team 4-Star. These guys made like Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, DBZ Abridged, all those good abridged shows, and started the whole abridging wave where people would kind of redub over anime and old cartoons and stuff. A lot of companies, they had a big DMCA battle because even though, yes, they were writing original scripts and, using, their own original content and just voicing over the animation because they didn't own the rights to the animation, that's where things got a little murky in the DMCA laws. But ultimately it was deemed, transformative because it obviously was. But that's just what I'm saying, like, because the DMCA process is so archaic, it's so overly long and drawn, it's pretty much useless for anyone who doesn't have a pretty significant following, and I'm talking about like at least 500,000+ followers or more, to really get around them. I mean, look at the example, Totally Not the Mark. He was a YouTuber who made primarily Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z content, making his own art, reviewing certain like story arcs and storylines and character motivations from, a lot of popular series and content owned by Toei Animation. But recently, Toei, for whatever reason, because they claimed copyright infringement, Mark was forced to take down 150 of his videos. Pretty much his entire life's work on YouTube is gone now because someone was able to abuse the copyright system. However, on the flip side of that, there's a reason why I feel like this is allowed, and because at the end of the day, streamers cannot be trusted to, streamers and content creators, I feel like it's almost like too much to ask for them not to stream, content, because for every Totally Not Mark, there's at least 10 highlight channels that for whatever reason they'll take content from, say, another streamer or another popular podcaster, and they'll upload it in its entirety and won't have any reaction. Or you have people who will literally like watch entire movies on Twitch or YouTube stream, or like watch like one will watch literally the entire, like I was watching one day, some chick just uploads herself watching Black Clover. Literally, she watches the entire episode of Black Clover, and maybe once every like 10 minutes, even though the episode's 20 minutes long, she might say once like, oh my gosh, he's cute, and that's the video. The rest of the video is her sitting silently, or them sitting silently watching the episode. And so when you have people like that who are just blatantly doing that, and like I said, for every one legitimate review and or transformative piece of content, you see at least 5 or 10 stolen pieces of content or highlight channels that just basically steal content. And it's still crazy even now, which makes it really ridiculous. You can literally just type in the entire Dragon Ball Z Broly movie and literally watch it for free, and I'm pretty sure that person who own, like the person who uploaded the movie, I'm pretty sure they don't own the rights from Toei to actually, you know, be showing that movie on YouTube and uploading it for people to see. And I feel like until streamers in Twitch or come together, I feel like what's going to end up happening is pretty much we're going to be still layered with these archaic systems of copyright that, you know, people are just going to start, you know, I feel like Twitch and YouTube are just going to say F it one day. Any copyrighted content coming on here, we're just going to delete with extreme prejudice, because at the end of the day, it's just too much of a legal hurdle for them to deal with that. And I can completely understand where they're coming from. But anyway, guys, share your thoughts on what we can do to fix this problem. And yeah, this has been TrapGoku. Thank you guys for coming through. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And have a great day, guys. Peace.